The ear is definitely the hardest part. Luckily, we can build it separately and weld it in without worrying about a seam. When we're done, it will be one continuous shape. Start with an outline on the face, where later we'll blend it in. Try not to use too many points, so it'll be easier to sew into the face. I'll turn on Vertex Ticks to make it easier to line up the points. The next line is right on the edge, where the ear meets the head. I'll add one more point to give us more to work with. We'll have to use a try there to make up the difference. Select the spline and move it out a little. I'll start constructing our wire cage of quads and tries. The next line will only travel around the back. This will be the high point of the back of the ear. Let's pull those new vertices out. It looks good in the user view, so let's continue connecting the lines. Copy this spline out for the thickness of the ridge, and connect the lines again. Right now we're looking at the back of the ear. This point I'm just going to snap up to here, but it looks like I need to switch it to view first. Let's stop that weld dialog. I'll use Create Line to extend this line down. Now continue our lines. This should have snapped up here. It's starting to get confusing, so I think it's time to make a reference copy. Turn off the ticks and make it see-through. Now add a surface. This is easier to visualize. I'll copy this spline by using Shift and Scale. I need to add one more point. And back to connecting the lines. We'll make one last spline for the center of the ear. We snap the edges, but we'll need to pull up the other points to the same level. Finish connecting the lines, starting with the most obvious. Now hide our surface, and we'll check our splines. We want to keep the circles and lines continuous to give us the best result. This one should be its own circle. This line should go straight across. And this one should continue down here. Select the segments that need to be fixed and detach them as individual shapes. We'll select each shape and weld the vertices. Now select the original and attach the others. I like to start with them all on smooth. Let's double check to make sure they all look good. Now unhide our reference and see what we have. It looks like the normals got flipped. Let's start with these two splines. Select invert and hide the rest. Turn off area selection so that we don't change the properties of the hidden points. When moving points, we want to move both, so turn back on area selection and reselect that point. Unhide the rest and use the pop-up menu to go to Vertex. I'll use this handle to recess the canal. Make some fine adjustments and we're done.